This episode is brought to you by ZocDoc. Alexis, have you made that doctor's appointment yet? You know the one.
For my new friends on my down there?
Yes.
It's all so much. I don't know where to go or what to do.
Well, thankfully, you can just use ZocDoc. Stop putting off those doctor's appointments and go to ZocDoc.com/IMHO to find and instantly book a top-rated doctor today.
That's ZocDoc.com/IMHO. ZocDoc.com/IMHO. This episode is brought to you by Rocket RX.
I'm of a certain age, and I'm also so tired. So when I'm starting to get a little feisty with my man, I need a little extra help.
A little Rocket RX help, I might say.
Yes, you might.
Use code IMHO30 for 30% off your first order.
That's IMHO30 for 30% off. This offer is only available for new customers and cannot be combined with other offers.
This episode is brought to you by Green Chef.
Alexis, it's summer, it's hot, but
Yeah.
I really want to eat hot food and I don't want to leave my house. What do I do?
Well, you need Green Chef.
Make this summer your healthiest yet with Green Chef. Head to greenchef.com/50IMHO and use code 50IMHO to get 50% off your first month, then 20% off for 2 months with free shipping.
That's code 50IMHO at greenchef.com/50IMHO.
Ask us your questions, we'll give you our opinions. Tell us your stories, we'll give you our opinions. Read us from your diary, we'll give you our opinions. It's in my homosexual opinion. IMHO.
The podcast.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to IMHO, the podcast. That's Darby over there.
Hi, I'm Darby.
And I'm Alexis. And we have a very special episode for you today.
Oh my God, we do. Alexis, can I ask you just a personal question?
Yeah.
How's your body?
My body is a wonderland. It's thick and
Thank you.
juicy. It's also very tired.
I know, Precious. We have had a very long few weeks preparing for this, what we're calling here in the biz, How Week. We just have a lot of projects. And
We're rushing. It's sorority week at
yes,
the LA campus. We're rushing a sorority. We can't tell you who, because if they find out that we told,
then they'll
we
make fun of
definitely
us
won't
on
get it.
TikTok or whatever they do nowadays. I
draw
have to
on
admit,
Sharpie on our bodies.
Shalexi, I'm so happy that TikTok wasn't around while we were in college. Can you imagine what kind of horrible videos you would make in your dorm?
I was kind of a hot dude in college.
But
I
you were
was
always a woman
Riff.
in your heart.
I was Riff in West Side Story. When you're a jet all the way from your first cigarette to your last dying day. Ba, ba. Maria.
Did you know that West Side Story is based on The Merchant of Venice? Because he was in love with his sister, who was Latina. No,
Wait, no, it's Romeo and Juliet.
Oh, is that also Shakespeare, or is that like a new one?
It's also based on Merchant of Venice.
Young people who are listening to this, Romeo and Juliet is a warning to you that your brain is not developed and you should not kill yourself because your boyfriend is dead or whatever. You're so young. When you get to be my age, you won't even remember his name.
Yeah. Romeo, I think that's your name. Wait, the Merchant of Venice doesn't make sense because Venice is all canals, right? So shouldn't it be the Fisherman of Venice?
Is Venice sinking?
Not as fast as this relationship.
Wait, you and me?
No, I was talking about Romeo and Juliet.
Oh,
They're right
I was like,
here.
wow, let's talk. No. Let's let it all out. No, this week we have been working on a few different projects that are big, which is exciting, but we won't be releasing them for a while because for once, I'm not the one working on them.
And we have another very exciting thing tomorrow, which you will see very soon.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Yeah,
but ultimately we're both incredibly tired. So we weren't able to make it into the studio this week because of another engagement. However, we did
Who's
have
engaged?
Paula. I'm sorry?
You said another engagement. Who's engaged now? I'm already going to a wedding. I can't get any more on the docket. Okay.
I have to admit that when you get engaged, no. I'm going to grow before you get engaged. I was going to say, I'm going to help Austin and I'm going to make it so huge. But you know what that means? I would take over because he's a sweetie and he would let me do whatever I want. And then at the end, it would just be you in a hot air balloon by yourself while Austin and I look at pictures of me. But I'm growing. Honestly, Alexis.
I think he's scared of hot air balloons. So if that has to be the engagement, that's kind of funny. He get engaged.
Everyone's scared of hot air balloons. There's not a single person not scared.
Who's not? My mother. My mother, who is not adventurous. She's not athletic by any means. I don't say that in a bad way.
Yeah.
She is.
Walking's a sport.
Walking is a sport. She's been benched for the last couple of seasons. I love her to death. She fucking loved going in a hot air balloon.
That's amazing.
There's no science to them coming up and going down. They just bounce until they stop.
Yeah, well, that's God. We don't need science when we have God.
Well,
so we asked Paula, our lesbian intern in Costa Rica, to put together a compilation of some of her favorite moments from the early days of this podcast. And by early days, I mean 4 or 5 months ago.
No,
so
wait.
We've grown.
It was January when we started, I feel.
Was it?
Yeah. It's almost been a year.
Well, 8 months. It's not quite a year.
But consider in the scheme of time.
I gotta be honest. Wait. No, fuck it. I love watching our compilations. I gotta be so for real. When Bryce posts a new compilation video on YouTube, I get so excited because we talk so much and we've recorded so much that
we listen so little.
So little.
Yeah.
I often don't hear your jokes until I watch it back a third time.
I know.
It's good. It's good.
I kind of... Ow, I just hurt myself.
I hurt myself today to see if I still feel. I wear this crown of thorns.
That hurt.
The only thing that's real.
If you're just listening, I hurt myself in my nail area. Okay, but wait.
I'm sorry.
So we have
I have a giant spider bite on my back. Do you want to see it later?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we have a compilation put together by Paula. I did FaceTime her to ask her if she could do us this solid this week while we were busy. And she was, in fact, at the vet again because her dog was sick again. And her dog is always sick. And I think...
she might be putting another funeral compilation in memoriam together soon.
Oh, no. It's people around her that die. Pets survive. They're just ill. So, sending healing vibes that way. But thank you so much, Paula, for doing this. And we'll be in and out. We'll be back at the end of the episode with a little, more of this. So we'll see you soon. Enjoy the episode. Speaking of old, I have a bit of a pet peeve about the youth these days. All of that was capitalized, by the way. Having grown up and gone to high school in the 80s, I really do wish that younger queer people would realize that that decade, and even the ones before, weren't medieval times. And queer people weren't all too... Did you think this read to me because I'm old? Darby, just keep reading. Okay. And queer people weren't at all to a person sad and closeted and living in the closet. In fact, I was out in high school, having come out to my friends immediately after Stephen Carrington showed up in the original Dynasty. I'm sure that means something to someone. I had a boyfriend and we were all well known as a couple, and though we got the same homophobic shit that most queer teens get, I don't think we were any worse off than some high school students are today. In fact, having been inspired by a book published in 1981 called Reflections of a Rock Lobster about a young gay man in high school who took his boyfriend to the prom, my boyfriend and I very publicly made plans to go to my senior prom together. We were eventually called into the principal's office to speak with several members of the school board who told us that they didn't want to tell us we couldn't go to the prom together, but that we might be putting ourselves in danger from, those other people who had a problem with it. We eventually both took our best friends to the prom, and then we all hung out together in a cabin owned by my best friend's Lisa's uncle up in New Hampshire. That sounds made up. Where my boyfriend and I had a romantic night and our girlfriends were there. Anyway, best of luck on the podcast, Patrick. Thank you, Patrick.
Sweet.
Now listen, since you think this is speaking to me, and honestly...
It's the rock lobster part.
Thank you. Thank you so
much. I know
much.
you're such a fan of that.
I love their songs. Mm-hmm. One thing that I've loved about doing IMHO, the show, and now the podcast, is I get to connect with a generation of kiddos that is not my generation. I feel like a lot of people that listen to our show or watch our show are much younger than us, which is so exciting. I'm so happy y'all are alive.
That's fun.
The world is going to explode, and you're not going to be able to see 40 like we are, but enjoy your time while you have it. Anyway, I've loved getting to know the younger generation, and I honestly don't think it's that they think that everything is like medieval and that everyone was sad all the time. I think it's just those are the only stories that get told. Have you ever seen a movie about two kids in the 80s fucking at the prom? Boys?
No, but
my
favorite...
you only see the sad stuff. Oh, you were going to say something about the band plays on.
No.
I'll save that for the next one. I don't know. Does it ever blow your mind that when we were growing up, hang on, I'm doing the math. So like Gen Z, right? Young, fresh, hot, very now, very in. So what we thought of as like the 60s, like 1964, that's how they view 1984. It's like the year that we were born.
No, I was
feels
born
like the 60s.
I was born much
to
later.
them. Isn't that crazy?
I was born much later than that, but that is insane.
We're basically JFK to them.
You're talking about a lot of FKs today.
Well, there's two.
Wait, I want to know did you ever do high school prom or anything?
Yeah, but I Patricked. I went with best friend.
Yeah.
Best friend Betsy. Actually, your best friend from your childhood is always your best friend. It doesn't matter how many people you meet along the way. You're always going to be closest to that person. And you know that if at any moment you need them, they will be there for you.
Probably like
and that not a single person in your life, no matter how often you meet work people, together,
you decide to go into business
or you
with
live
them,
nearby because they suddenly move near you.
So
they're never going to be your childhood best friend.
No,
they're never going to have known you for that long. So we're always connected.
One man's trash is another man's treasure.
And I've always said she's trash. No, Betsy and I went to junior and senior prom together, and we did this.
You're friends.
But I wasn't out at the time. I was just like this all the time. And I was singing No More Drama by Mary J. Blige on stage. And so no one knew I was gay. It was crazy. The part I hated the most about prom, and Patrick, I wonder if you feel this way, the part I hated the most was the pictures, because you have to do the hand around the waist thing, and then inevitably a parent will be like, oh, they're so cute together. I bet they end up together. I bet they're going to end up together. Which is usually, it was said by a mom who was also married to a gay guy.
I went to junior prom and there was huge drama. Okay, I was friends, me and my two gay friends, Diego and Joel. Shout out, boys. Hi.
Were any of y'all out in high school?
No.
Cowards.
Joel was not out, but he was already dating. I was not out, but I was secretly in love with one of them. And Diego wasn't out, but he was also like very comfortable with himself. He was like dating boys. Anyway, we were friends with these girls in choir. There were 6 of them, and they called themselves the Six. And I was always so mad.
We're 6. Whoa, we're 6.
Like that.
Yeah. Who was beheaded? Which one of your friends got beheaded?
Definitely Melinda.
Yeah, she deserved it.
No. I was so mad because I wanted to be a part of the 6. They were all fighting with each other because there was like one was dating this guy, and then all of it. Anyways.
Say his name. Don't be afraid.
I think his name was Charles, and he was a gymnast / cheerleader.
Like the king.
He would host all the boys in these cuddle puddles, and I would get insanely jealous.
What do you mean? Explain that.
So Charles had a younger brother, and they were both gymnasts, like
it was with his brother?
Gymnast bodies. No, the brother wasn't in the cuddle puddle directly with him. So Diego and Joel, my best friends from high school, the 2 boys, and all these other boys would, at parties, they would all go off by themselves and lay down with each other and have a cuddle puddle. That's how I learned about cuddle puddles.
What do you mean? What do they do to each other?
They would just lay down and like nap
touch?
and touch, and they would lean like head on stomach. Like you remember in church when you had to like lay your head on someone's stomach and then laugh?
What the fuck?
Yeah, that's what they would do.
What kind of church did you go to where you had to lay on someone's stomach and laugh?
You never did that?
No.
You take 4 people.
I was told I was going to hell, and I would get whipped with holy water.
For sure. You'd take 4 people. Each person would lay on one of the other people's stomachs, so you're all connected. And then one person laughs, and then you're all laughing through the power of laughter. And I guess that's to be a symbol for the power of Jesus or whatever. This isn't a Christian podcast. Anyway, they would do that. They would do cuddle puddle.
Girl, that sounds gay.
And I was always too scared to get in there because I was like, they
You'll
probably already think I'm gay and I don't want to get in there.
Yeah.
Little did I know,
Yeah. You were very good at being undercover as a gay man. I believed it. I bought it.
I was very sad. A lot of sweats.
Yeah.
I went to junior prom with them, the 6 and my 2 boys, and there was huge drama.
Why?
So me and the naughty girl, this friend Megan, she wasn't a part of the 6, but she was in the
say
group.
Her name again?
Megan.
Was it Megan? Maegan? Or are you saying Megan wrong?
I don't know.
Good.
Anyway, she taught me about Crown Royal and Dr. Pepper. And we drank
of course.
that. It was fabulous.
Gross.
It was fabulous. And then senior year, I don't remember who I went with.
Oh my God. So grow up gay, very religious, and there was a guy who his family wasn't religious at all. So when we would have sleepovers there, his dad would drink Crown Royal. And there was nothing.
On the rocks? Neat?
I don't know. But I do know that my friend, who is now a pastor, I introduced him to the church. It's my fault. And I'm so sorry about that. Anyway, he loved to collect the little purple bags that the bottles came in.
They were fashion.
Yes, bitch. So his entire bed.
They were bagoo before bagoo.
His bed sat on a pile of Crown Royal bags. Never been more impressed by anything in my entire life.
What do you mean? Like so many bags? Or
So
just
many
like
bags
a
you
few
couldn't-
underneath the bed?
So many bags. He'd been collecting them since he was a kid. So many bags that you couldn't put anything under the bed. It was just filled with Crown. Isn't that kind of hot? And
That's amazing.
He worked
That's
at
like
Blockbuster.
smelled in the coins.
He worked at Blockbuster, and he was in show choir with
Okay.
me. So he would rent the softcore porn from Blockbuster because we couldn't rent it, and he'd bring it home. And all the show choir boys, we would sit in the room next to all the Crown Royal bags under the bed, and we would watch. What was it called? I Like to Play Games Too. And they would it was a sequel. I have no idea what happened in the first one.
I can't
so
see
I had no
Annie.
idea what was happening.
I can't see you, but will you put a thumbs up if you just laughed at that? There's a thumbs up.
Okay, that was a thumb.
Thank you.
I Like to Play Games Too apparently stays very true to the original source material, but I didn't see it. But we just kind of quietly sat there and giggled as we watched this woman get banged on a pinball machine.
You guys, there is nothing gayer than a group of straight men. Groups of gay men don't even act that gay. Cuddle puddles, watching porn together.
Because the shame we get from it is their design.
Okay, maybe this is a religious podcast.
The shame we get from it
are now
is their design.
Oh, wow.
Also, I just want to point out, Patrick, that wasn't a question.
Well, we're an opinion podcast, so we're just giving our opinions on things. It doesn't have to be a question for them to write in.
Oh, okay. Patrick, my opinion is there should have been a question. Whoa, Alexis, why do you have a bandage on your head?
I have a headache.
Okay, and what is the bandage doing? Is it holding it closed?
Well, it's cute.
I know a way that you can get your headache fixed because I've grown up with insurance and I go doctor. I've always done that. And I know that's a new experience for you, but you could just use ZocDoc.
ZocDoc?
Yeah, ZocDoc's a free website where you can go and you can look for physicians, you can look for behavioral health doctors, you can look for all the doctors, okay? And you can read reviews, find them in your network. It's super easy.
Saying behavioral health like that and looking directly at me felt a little pointed. But that's exciting.
I meant that.
My head's been hurting for 20 minutes.
20 minutes? Sorry, I'm going to take a stab in the dark here. Did you put that tape around your head about 20 minutes ago?
Actually, I put the tape on around 25 minutes ago and then the headache showed up.
Yeah, okay.
It's like compression tape. It's pink. It's really fetching, I think.
Sure. Why don't you, I don't know, just keep it on through the night and see how you feel in the morning.
Okay.
And in the meantime, I'll look up on ZocDoc where I can find a mental health doctor for you.
Stop putting off those doctor's appointments and go to ZocDoc.com/IMHO to find and instantly book a top-rated doctor today.
That's ZocDoc.com/IMHO. ZocDoc.com/IMHO.
Hey, Darby.
Hey, Alexis.
You look a little sad. What's wrong?
Well, when I was a little younger, I used to be able to do a lot more and for a lot longer. Sorry, I'll stop doing the voice. I really apologize about that. One of our sponsors today is Rocket RX. It's a service where you answer some medical questions online. It's super easy, and a clinical team will review it and decide if you are right to use Rocket RX. Now, listen, Alexis, I don't want to gross you out / turn you on. However, have I used an online service to send me a pill that would just make it a little easier to try to top? Yes, I have. And I must say, it is so convenient. And I gotta be honest, when I forget that I have them and then I suddenly remember, I go, oh, I want to make plans later. Have you ever used an online service to bring your body back to life?
Just food delivery service.
Okay. It's sort of like that.
Yeah.
If you order sausage.
Okay. Use code IMHO30 for 30% off your first order. That's IMHO30 for 30% off.
The offer is only available for new customers. Cannot be combined with other offers. Wow. Thank you, Rocket RX. You saved my marriage this time.
Rocket RX, sending it to the sky. Now, I'm really sorry. I have to call a friend to the mat real quick.
What?
Darby.
Okay.
Darby.
If
You said friend. I'm your coworker.
Listen.
Acquaintance.
Well, your employee this past week, because I was dog sitting for you.
I paid you in Legos. Shut up.
During the dog sitting situation, I was looking for a little something sweet. Okay. So I had done a full day of dog sitting. Needed a little treat. I go to the cupboard. There is a sealed bag of Lifesaver gummies. I thought, oh, these are delicious. What a retro throwback. It's a sealed bag. It's not opened. I open it. I take a handful out. I like to mix the flavors. It's a party in my mouth. I'm watching, I think I was rewatching Squid Games.
There were 2 flavors.
And I put, please.
Okay.
We want to communicate better this year, right? So I'm trying to tell you.
Okay. No, I'm listening. I hear you.
I do a handful. They're like sugary powdery. They're like sugary granules on the. I don't remember
She
how
called them
these
spices.
Excuse me.
Spices.
Sorry.
I don't remember these being on Lifesaver gummies. They usually are plumper and like these were kind of flat. But I was like, maybe I don't know. I take a handful, probably like 4. I take another handful just to make sure because they
you
still
gotta
taste
check with your mouth.
fruity.
You got to check. Yeah.
I think I even took a 3rd handful, but I can't be sure because it turns out those were gummies.
There were weed gummies.
Marijuana weed gummies.
Yes. Okay.
You drugged me.
Wait,
You
but how
slept
did you?
so well.
Oh, were they like sleepy gummies or were they like high in THC
It was
and you like had a
mixed,
panic
right?
attack?
Mixed. One was high in THC and one was sleep
Why
gummies.
were they
So they were fighting each
sealed
other?
in a Lifesaver
I
Yeah, why were they
packet?
sealed? How did you seal them?
Listen, Linda, listen. Okay. First of all, you said that you even recognized that the bag, we weren't even hiding that the bag had been cut in half and we just sealed it up in the half. You were like, it
How do
did
you
look
seal
like
a
it had already
bag?
been cut.
There's like little sealers.
Do you not have the internet? You could just go,
I'm old.
There's like
Oh, yeah,
little.
you can
there's-
go on
there's-
TikTok and
There's
then the kids will
tools
get
that
you
like
one.
melt them and give them ridges so they look like
Okay,
they're
yeah, I
sealed.
understand.
I did
and I
notice.
can't go into detail
Yeah.
for legal reasons.
Right.
But when we travel to Philadelphia and they only have medical marijuana,
Yes.
I'm not saying we were planning on drug trafficking, okay? But if we were, we probably would have done something like that unless my brother-in-law in Maryland was like, hey, I can just buy gummies here and drive them over since I'm only a couple hours away. And I said, that's also drug trafficking.
And so you put them in the cupboard
So I
where
put
your
them in the
snacks
cupboard.
are. Your regular snacks.
But it didn't look
I love that you're
normal.
bold enough to like see a closed package and be like, I'm just gonna go ahead and open that.
I was dog sitting and there wasn't much food there.
Ah.
So I had to get in there.
Listen,
I give my
she
cat
can eat
sitter,
whatever.
I put out a bucket of snacks and drinks for them.
That's,
that's
what we
so
were
thoughtful.
gonna do for her.
That's so
But you know
thoughtful.
how you do it? If you do that with dogs, they eat and then they throw up. It's all
Oh,
gone.
they'll get at it, yeah.
Yeah.
So
I
she'll
do have
eat
to
and throw
do
up all
that.
over
Yeah,
the
yeah,
house.
yeah.
Well, so I started to.
I threw
I
up
was
this
like,
morning.
surely these aren't weed gummies. And I'm sitting there, and it's the evening, but I still have to do the dog's evening walk. And I was really scared because I was sure I was going to go outside and not put my shoes on and then lock us both out. Luckily, that didn't happen, but it was very wobbly stepping down
my
the stairs.
I'm okay.
And then I get up the stairs, I get into bed, and I'm like, okay, I'm in bed. I'm safe. The door's locked. The dog's here. I'm laying there on my back, or I'm laying on my side like this. I feel like I'm slowly turning.
Yeah.
I felt like the
She did
room
too
was
much.
spinning, but like slowly this way.
Oh,
There is that
no.
viral clip on TikTok of Alexis trying gummies, and it's 5 milligrams, and she is over the moon. I mean, she is
I'm very
wasted.
sensitive.
She took
I'm
at least
very
100
sensitive.
milligrams.
That's insane.
I was
Yeah.
so
I would've-
terrified. I did think I was going to puke. I was worried
do
I was
feel
going to
bad.
shit your
I'm
bed.
so
I
sorry.
feel that
I
sometimes.
really should have said something.
You know I eat everything
But
in
I'm
your
also,
house.
we were leaving. We were walking out the door, and I got the phone call from the brother-in-law literally as we were leaving. And I was like, "Hey, babe,
tossed
I don't want to
him
drug
in.
traffic.
Yeah.
So can you just throw him back
I
in the
don't
cabinet?"
think that they're after that at the airport.
They're always after me.
I think
they're
they're
always
looking
after
for
me.
bombs and cocaine.
I always get.
she
They
does-
always feel my
she
penis.
does get-
They
every
get at your
time.
penis.
I always. Anytime I go through security, they
They
have
used
to
to
feel
do that
my
to
penis
me all the time.
I think I need
stopped
to
wearing
tuck.
a hat, and they stopped checking me. Isn't that wild?
I'm gonna start tucking. I hear if you tuck. I think.
Oh
it's
yeah,
just
I
'cause
don't do
mine
that
goes-
because when I was transitioning, because sometimes in the metal
like
bar
I'm
thing,
a
there's 2
grower,
buttons,
not a shower,
and
so it's kind of sticks
they
straight
put
out.
male or female. So if you look like a female and they press female, but your stuff comes out as male, and then they have to check you.
They call it an
So-
anomaly.
Yeah, so I started tucking,
Okay, I have to be honest.
and then when they press the female,
yours
button,
is an
it's fine.
anomaly. That's cute.
Thank you.
You should put your anomaly in your boyfriend's mouth. Anyway,
I do.
so we are back with more fun and excitement.
Yeah,
and
this is actually an opinion. I'm really sorry that I had to do that, but I had to get
okay.
it off my chest.
I
It reminded me of
apologize.
the time that I one time thought I was taking 5 milligram edibles to get on a flight, but they were all 20 milligrams. So I ate like 4 of them,
And then you got on
my
a
flight got
flight?
delayed.
no.
And so then I was just sitting in the airport, and I was so high and dehydrated that my eyes were dry. Like
Yeah.
every time I blinked, it like felt like needles. And then I got on the plane, dropped my glass, it shattered. They all got mad at me. It was bad
You dropped your glass on the plane?
Yeah.
Wait, why'd you have a glass?
because I was in first class.
What?
Upgrades, baby.
Wait. Okay, so apparently she's a lot more successful than she looks.
New 2025 goal is to
Be
be
meatball.
first class one
Fur
time.
class.
Be for class?
Beefer.
Be first class.
Yeah.
Now this is actually a podcast where people write in their questions. They
Oh,
need
okay.
advice. They need opinions. So we have a few. We actually have a few specifically
For you.
I saw on the Patreon a beautiful photo of me.
Oh my God! I forgot you're a patron.
I didn't remember you were a patron.
Not only that, but it got emailed to me. It was like in
I
my
pulled
thing,
that
and I
from
like,
your
I know,
Instagram.
and I opened it, and I went, oh, that's nice.
Oh my God. Okay. All right.
Oops. I'll put it on the screen so everyone can enjoy.
Okay, these are questions from our Patreon, IMHOtheSHOW at patreon.com. Okay, so Meatball, this is from Ben.
Love bed.
How do I tell someone I live with in my small apartment in the East Village that I don't like them? I know Meatball is from New York, Concrete Jungle, Wet Dream Tomato, and lived in the East Village. So I want to get her advice on how to tell my annoying roommate that they are annoying and I want them to move out. Thanks and happy belated Prissy Kissness and happy early Rue year. That's from
Prissy
Ben. Thank you, Ben.
Early Rue year?
Yeah. Well, it actually says early RU year. No, it says early Rue year.
Ben.
Ben.
So Ben's a bottom.
Total bottom.
What do you think?
I think
You lived in the East Village?
I lived in the East Village.
Yeah.
I'm not from New York. I just lived there for a long time. But yeah, I lived in the East Village, and I had a very similar situation. Me and my roommate were not getting along very well.
Why? Because of your drug use?
No, his.
Oh!
At the time, I wasn't. At the time, I wasn't doing drugs. But now,
Y'all would get along really well
What's his
now.
name?
Well,
What's
no.
his name first and last?
Never gonna say it.
Oh.
It's roommates are hard.
Yeah.
Did you ever deal with roommates at all?
When I first moved to Chicago many years
She
ago.
has one roommate era.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had Hooters waitresses that I found on Craigslist, and they wanted to live with a girl, and I said, but I'm kind of like a girl, and they said no problem, and I'm only friends with one of them now. The other one, we just didn't get along.
Yeah, I don't speak to the last 2 roommates I've had. I think if you don't like your roommate, they know. You can't hide that, right? If you
Yeah.
and your roommate aren't getting along, they'll know.
Alexis is really good.
And if you want them to move out, just have like a real conversation and be like, hey, listen, I'm thinking about like living here alone. If you want to like move out, I can give you time, or like I'll give you half of your deposit back, but like get out, like just be honest.
Honesty is the best policy. Although if you can't afford, you just have to suck it up.
You might
And
just have to leave.
You have to wait. I've had many roommate situations that I don't like. The last one, since I'm completely out, and I don't think they listen to anything I say, but even if they do, who cares?
You're not friends.
There was 3 boys in a house, and I lived in the pool behind.
Not in
and-
the pool. She actually lived in the house.
I lived
She's
in
a
the-
water creature monster.
It was a pool sometimes in the rainy seasons.
Oh, fuck.
Oh yeah, it flooded so much.
Yeah.
But the
And
ants survived every flood.
The ants didn't come out till after the floods.
Wait,
They
the ants
knew.
were because they got let off the ark.
Yeah. 2000 by 2000.
Yeah.
So the two boys in the main house started not getting along with the third one. And we all kind of agreed. I didn't want to live in flood ants anymore.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't want to live with this person. So we had to sit down.
He was their flood ants.
He was their flood ants.
Oh, God.
And we had to sit down. And two of them got in a huge fight. But I
Hilarious.
basically was like, so listen, this is the thing. You two don't get along anymore. You can't live together. So what we're saying is, if you were to move out, the three of us could still stay here. And I would take your room. Or if you don't want to move out, that's fine, but you would have to find like 3 people. So we wanted to just test and see what you thought, if
Yeah.
you wouldn't mind moving out. And he was like, well, no, we're not moving out. I'm not moving out. And we were like, okay, that's fine. We wanted to ask you. Now
Fuck that guy.
all 3 of us are going to have to move out. And that sucks because, I'm poor chronically.
Same.
But I couldn't live in flood ants anymore. So we said, we thought we'd ask. Now we've asked. And now it's all in the open air. So you're going to find people and furniture because we all owned all the furniture, the other 3. Anyways, a couple days later, the landlord said, I'm moving back in. You all have to move out anyway.
That's wild.
Fuck that guy.
Fuck
Isn't that
guy.
crazy?
And now you live across the street from me. It honestly
close.
worked out.
I know. Oh, you got to come over.
I want to come see. I hear it's
What are you
really
doing tomorrow?
nice.
You want to come over? Are you doing something? Are you booked for New Year's Eve?
Well, it's tomorrow, New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
Are we doing a game night at your
I
house
think
tonight?
Not tonight. I
Going
don't think
to
so.
Precinct or Kiso or something. I don't really have any plans. I got invited to a couple house parties, but it's one of those things where it's like, it's New Year's and I'm at someone's house and I don't really know them.
Yeah. Well, I wanted
I got
to
invited to other people's homes.
We're going to just watch movies and play games.
at her house. Just me
If
and
you'd
her
like
and
to
her
come,
boyfriend.
and Kevin.
Do you want to meet her boyfriend?
Well, her boyfriend,
yeah, I'm
her
supposed to meet the
boyfriend's not
boyfriend.
going to come.
Why?
He got invited to some other thing.
Oh my God.
That is
I'm
insane.
gonna-
No.
Who's going to be your New Year's kiss?
Listen
it's
to
going
this.
be me.
Listen to this. No.
It's going to be me.
It might
Kiss
be
me on the
her.
mouth.
I'll kiss
Don't
you.
start the year off
Kiss
with her
the dog.
No, thank you. No, listen to this, okay? And I, during our first episode of IMHO the podcast,
Yeah,
thank
we
you
already-
everyone for listening.
You brought me to the
that.
table that day.
I did bring her to the table. That they have been together for 6 months. They are in love. They think they're going to be together for. They
I
are going to
love
be
that.
together
I
forever.
spent Christmas with his family.
Gorge, right? I'm her best friend / support animal, and I have met him 3 times in
Okay, but-
6 months. And now, wait. Now, on our way here, she goes, what are you doing for New Year's? I said, well, Curtis is working. So I'm just going to stay at home and watch K-dramas and do gummies. And she said, do you want to come over?
And so
Now,
I
you shut your mouth.
Shut your mouth.
Silence trans voices. Anyway, so she says, well, me and Austin are just hanging out and you can come over and me and Austin will play games. And I was like, oh my God, she realized that what I was saying really bothered me, that I don't know her boyfriend well enough.
Mm-hmm.
And now, while filming, you're
I
telling me
texted
that
him.
he
When did
suddenly can't
when
come.
did he find out
This
this
was
information?
20
Thank you so
minutes
much
ago.
for letting me tell my part of the story.
Trans voices.
After that, I realized I hadn't confirmed with him that we were going to do anything. And I said, do you want to come over? I'm going to have Darby over. We'll have like a chill night. I'm sure Kevin will be there. I live with your friend Kevin on Instagram.
Love.
I love him.
He's so nice.
He's so nice
He's
and
so
wonderful.
annoying.
Weird.
He's so
And our
annoying.
new
He did
roommate,
just
Willie,
post a
he's
tweet that
really
really
sweet.
pissed me off.
That he does
that.
Yeah, he's inflammatory, but he's nice.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, he said, I actually got it. I was going to invite you to thing with my friends, and I love him so much. I didn't want to do that.
Right.
They were going to do it at a bar or something. I don't want to do that.
You're
They're
just
young.
like not an out.
They're young.
It's also New
All of our
Year's
friends
Eve,
are-
so it's going to be a nightmare
Yeah.
no matter where you go.
So I was like, well, it's tomorrow, so you do whatever you want and then come over later or whatever. So then it's just me and you.
So now it's
hanging
just me
out.
and you.
And Kevin. And maybe Meeple.
You said Kevin had plans.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
Can I do
This is
drugs in
Everything's
your house?
changing.
Yeah, of course you can.
Ah, love that.
You don't have to ask. Not with Alexis.
No.
I was going to do them either way.
Yeah.
I was just
It was nice to
gonna
ask.
do it out in the open or in the bathroom, you know?
This episode is brought to you by Green Chef. Y'all, I've been on this fitness journey. You've seen my biceps. They're huge now. And I have to keep those muscles fed. And it's really hard to do when you don't know a lot about food. But Green Chef does.
Well, you need Green Chef. Green Chef makes it easy to spend less time in the kitchen and make more time enjoying this hot summer. And with their new Heat and Eat meals, enjoy a delicious, wholesome meal in just 3 minutes.
So delicious,
Yeah.
so easy. And I like that it makes me feel like an actual chef.
It does. And you could be green. Do you understand? All you do is look through the weekly meals offered. You choose what you want. They even have them in different categories like gluten-free, dairy-free, fiber-smart, whatever you're most concerned about. They've already thought of that for you. Make this summer your healthiest yet with Green Chef. Head to greenchef.com/50IMHO and use code 50IMHO to get 50% off your first month, then 20% off for 2 months with free shipping.
That's code 50IMHO at greenchef.com/50IMHO.
Sorry to bring us back, but Ben, I just want to say, as someone who hasn't had a roommate for over a decade, that sucks.
It sucks.
Yeah.
It sucks. The only thing you can do is either
That's my opinion.
Yeah.
It sucks.
just start making it like a hard living situation for him, but that's like psychological.
That's even worse.
No,
Warfare.
it's
I
putting
think you
you through
just-
too much stuff.
Chemical weapons.
Just be
Chemical
honest.
weapons.
Just be like, hey, this isn't working.
If you can't,
And keep the apartment, especially if you're in the East Village. You don't
Yeah.
want to live anywhere else.
if you can't afford
Why?
to move out right
I don't know
away,
New York at all.
you just
It's East-
shut yourself
East
in your
Village
room
cute? Yeah.
and wait
Oh.
until the lease is up, and then be like, "Hey, I think you should leave. We can't frame it like we can't live together anymore. So, do you want to leave or you want me to leave? I'd prefer to stay, but whatever you think."
And like, is he bad? Like, I have a friend whose roommate that they don't like got a rabbit and then turned their bedroom into like a rabbit pit. Like, it's like, it's got hay all over the floor and the rabbit runs around and pees and poops in the corners of the room.
I know,
not in a cage.
I know someone who has that. He's very hot, and he has a giant rabbit. It's huge.
The
Is it
rabbit?
shitting and pissing?
The rabbit is huge. Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
I'm
They
assuming.
get big.
Let me tell you.
No, but this one is a special giant one. It's like,
You ever eaten rabbit? It's a little gamey.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
don't really like it.
When I was in college, when I went to Western Kentucky University in Bowling Green, go Hilltoppers.
speaking of eating rabbits,
What happened? He texted
he
you?
talked about Kentucky people.
Kentucky people?
I used to live there. I'm allowed to say.
She was an infant. Anyway, I didn't have a lot of friends. And so I moved in with this really fucking weirdo guy.
Mm-hmm.
He ghosted the roommate situation. Like one day he just wasn't there anymore.
Took all of his things and
Never
left?
talked to him again. Yeah, we lived together for 3 years. Never talked to him
And you just had to
again.
find a new roommate?
Yeah.
How interesting.
Isn't that crazy?
I love that.
Anyway.
I one time hated a roommate so much that I started searching for an apartment without telling him. And then he found out because I one time left out like a bunch of applications. And he was like, "Are you planning on moving out?" And I was like, "Well, yeah, but I was going to give you like 2 months notice."
Yeah.
Does that mean?
No.
No,
Yes, I
you
mean,
gotta
there's
do
little-
what you gotta do, and it can't be that.
And I
personal.
don't blame this little weirdo. We lived next door to a meth lab for a while, and I think it seeped into the walls. But I was a demon twink, and I was really hard to live with, and I know I was the problem, and I admit it. I won't apologize for it, but I admit it. Anyway,
Was I ever the problem?
when we moved into our second place, we lived next door to like a small, like a family-owned pet store.
No.
And they sold really weird pets.
No.
And I got really into it because I had no friends or boyfriend. So I got a hairless rat named Princess Penelope.
She has weird.
And then I had to get
animals.
a hairy rat so that Princess Penelope wouldn't be cold. And her name was Annabelle. And I did not care for her. I'm sorry. She did nothing for me. I only had her for the other rat. Anyway,
You wanted the one that looked and felt like a testicle.
yes. And then I got a dwarf hamster that was the meanest thing in the entire world. Anyway,
Why these small
and then
animals? Okay.
I got 4 guinea pigs. So I turned my room into a giant guinea pig like hut, similar to the rabbit, only guinea pigs, so worse.
Horrifying.
So I just want to say, I get it. I was going through a lot, but then
But why so many small animals? Like, why not just get a cat or something that's like cuddly?
because
Like
we
the
weren't
rats aren't cuddly.
because we weren't allowed to have cats or dogs. And then when they changed the policy, because it's Kentucky and everyone had one, I got a dog, and then I immediately got rid of every single animal.
How did you get rid of them? No, this is
No,
evil.
not dead. This girl that I was a special ed
Kentucky
teacher,
guns.
and when I was in college,
She fried 'em up.
This girl worked at a different pet store, but like she worked at like a huge, gigantic one. She's like, I will find homes for them. You know, good old
Is
Kentucky
that
girl.
sweet?
That's so
Yeah.
This is from Rachel. Hi, Alexis and Darby. Congrats on the new show. I'm a Twin
do
Window
like it.
patron. Oh, that must be a
I
mistake.
love that.
And I'm so happy y'all are already thriving in the year of our Lord 2025. I have 2 quick stories and a question. This is really quick.
Okay.
1, my mom, a lesbian, found a dead body once.
A dead lesbian?
No, she's the lesbian. She found a dead body.
I know, but was the body a lesbian?
Let's keep reading and find out.
Okay.
She was walking around downtown and saw a man on a bench outside of a Wendy's. She said he was positioned really weird, like in an uncomfortable way.
Yeah.
She got closer and realized he was dead.
Yeah.
She called the appropriate authorities to deal with it, and then she got to be interviewed on the news about it. She was so excited. She rode that high for about a month afterward. Yes, it's sad, but it was a big moment for her.
Congratulations, lesbian mom. The body was not a lesbian.
I really hope that she got free Wendy's for life or something.
Why?
Because she had to go through that trauma.
Do you know how many dead bodies people find outside of a Wendy's? If they gave out free Wendy's for life just because you found a dead body near their restaurant, they would go bankrupt. Did I ever tell you about the time I found a dead body?
No, but I hope do it. I'm going to take a drink out of my new IMHO podcast.
It wasn't near a Wendy's. It was actually near a Walmart Express that is now, I think, a storage facility. This was at the corner of Broadway and Addison in Chicago.
Oh, that was a Walmart Express for like 3 minutes.
For 3 seconds, yeah. I used to live over there. Not to dox old me, but I lived on Brompton. There are 5 or 6 people going, oh my God, I love that road.
Brompton is a beautiful name for a baby boy.
It was a really difficult road. It was very small and it was one way.
So to get to the dead body.
It was close to the Salvation Army. They have a headquarters.
This isn't a Chicago podcast.
Oh, sorry. Okay. So I'm walking. I walk past that church on my way to the Walmart Express because I do love a deal. And I'm sorry. This guy is sitting on the bench, the bus bench, what I thought sleeping, but he looked awfully weird.
Was he in an uncomfortable way?
He was just kind of like,
are you Rachel's mom?
Yes.
Okay.
But I'm not a lesbian.
Continue.
But I'm not against it. My best friends are lesbians. Well, no, she's my best friend. But I have an employee who's a lesbian and an immigrant.
Okay.
Whoa.
Do you want to hear this second
Take that,
part?
Trump. Anyway, so I'm walking, but he looks different. Like it's like he's sitting up too straight for him to be asleep, which was just really weird. But I was like, I don't know. So I go to Walmart Express. I get all of the goods I need really quickly because it's an express. And I come back out. His body is covered in a sheet. There's an ambulance and a fire truck and like a crowd of people. So clearly he was in fact dead. But I'm sorry, I had to get my deals. I didn't have time to call the proper authorities.
No.
But someone did. And I walked right past him.
So he was
And now,
dead.
anytime I pass someone who's asleep, no matter where I am, I poke them.
Is
Yeah.
that fun?
Yeah, Curtis loves it. Do you think hot people who go into witness protection have to get ugly?
Oh, no, I think they just put glasses on.
Nightmare.
They'd have
Oh
to.
my gosh.
Wait.
Naomi,
Oh my God.
where did you go? And who are you?
Who is this ugly woman?
Who's this nerd?
What nerd?
Oh my
Who let this
God.
dork in here?
Does it ruin the look?
No, it looks beautiful.
There's not
There
a
for
single
you.
thing you could do.
Oh my gosh, for me,
Well, I put them on for you, you know, because you do.
She got so excited.
Naomi.
She thought she was getting free glasses.
Sorry.
And she
no,
took it away.
No, that's what I knew. I knew what you meant. You put them on in my honor.
Yeah,
because I wear glasses.
Yeah.
The one day I didn't bring any.
Well, you can wear these ones for now.
Oh, thank you.
Those are
so
going to look
much.
so good.
Wait, these are heavy. What are these?
They're probably real. And now we have time for our final segment that she keeps wanting to
There
do.
The P stands for People of Walmart.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That was so prepared.
You know how on the show, she says, "Hi, I'm Alexis P. Bevels." The P today stands for.
Yeah.
I wanna
She's decided
explain
in the
myself.
podcast
But she was so
that she wants to
quick
do it at the
today.
end.
So
Exactly,
I'm
because you're always
convinced
complaining
you
that I
actually
don't
add
have a
and
P.
edit in some space time to make her look bad. And now I'm convinced because that was really quick.
That's exactly what she does, Naomi. Thank you for
No.
And
uncovering
I think
this.
you need to take a really deep, hard look at yourself.
Can I tell you, I picked up her mirror just to like check real quick, and I was like, this mirror has never seen a face like this.
No, it's also filthy.
It was so sad.
Oh my
Here.
gosh. No, I want to
Put it
do my
in
P's at
Oh,
the
shit,
end
it's
because I
broken now.
want to take the P's from the
You look like-
conversation.
You look like you have glaucoma.
You look hot.
Glaucoma is a beautiful name for a baby girl.
That's so true. That's so true.
Ask us your questions, we'll give you our opinions. Tell us your stories, we'll give you our opinions. Read us from your diary, we'll give you our opinions. It's in my homosexual opinion. IMHO, the show.
The podcast.
The podcast.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to IMHO, the podcast. That's Darby.
And I'm Darby.
And I'm Alexis.
Oh.
And what a catchy theme song we have. You know what song stuck in my head, though?
What?
The song that my washer and my dryer do whenever they're done.
Oh my God, they do a song?
Yeah.
What is it? That would make me do more laundry.
It's fun.
On a completely unrelated note, would you like to brush that side of your head just for fun?
I gotta be honest.
Just for fun.
So for those of you just listening, I wore my wig in the. So what I like to do is I like to get fully ready at home.
I don't think you should finish any of your sentences today.
And then when I get here, I just can sit down and be ready to go.
Me too.
Well, and so I wore this wig in the Uber, and I haven't done Uber in a while, and I didn't think about the size of the car, and so it was a fuzzy.
Can I also
but to
say-
answer your question, no, I don't want to.
It's a real easy fix.
Huh?
Right there, towards the front. Yes, where your hand is. Exactly where your hand is. Now take the brush. Just do a quick. So much better.
Okay.
You're welcome. Why did you say when you texted me that you were in the Uber and you were on your way, why did you say that you're sorry for this Uber?
Okay. What I want to tell everyone is we haven't taken Uber in a while since I moved to Darby's house because we live next to each other.
It's basically in my home.
I ordered an Uber. It's the first time really ordering in my new place. The rideshare app was telling me that the car was there, but the car was on the street below me. I'm kind of on the foot of a hill, and it was on the street below me, and it was kind of raining. So if that was truth, I would have had to I couldn't walk straight down the hill. I would have had to walk down my block in the wet, in the drag. I did have my wig on, and then I would have had to turn and walk even farther.
In the wet.
And so I was really nervous because, usually you take care of these things.
Yeah,
I'm not
really glad
allowed.
I didn't have to.
So I got nervous. But
That you
then
were doing
once
it
I got
wrong.
in the car, then it was fine. I think the app was just telling me like
Can I
the
tell you
person's
something
there.
I didn't like about that Uber? Everybody, have you been in an Uber?
Yeah,
Am I
this is
right?
kind of evergreen.
Hey, fellas, you ever get in an Uber with your girl and there are stickers everywhere? When the car pulled up, which by the way, she came in hot, which I kind of liked because I would rather
Once I got in the Uber, I felt safe. And my favorite thing ever in a rideshare person, not talkative.
She didn't say a word.
I loved it.
I mean, she sort of did, but she was
I
whispering.
like being nice and
love
talkative
that.
to people, but not for
No, you
more than
don't.
2 seconds.
No, you don't.
Well, let me finish. Not for more than 2 seconds.
Oh, yeah. Then I agree.
Hi,
I agree
Alexis.
with what she's saying.
Yeah, that's me. Thanks.
That's all you
And
need.
then silence.
Yeah.
And I know that's kind of rude because I'm in your car, but I don't, and you don't either.
Exactly. Now, here's what I will say. I don't expect an Uber driver to welcome me into their car like it's a 5-star hotel. Okay, even though I have been to one of those.
White Lotus.
I did go to one of those.
You have?
I've been to a
yeah.
5-star hotel. I was a secret shopper. I couldn't afford it, and they knew. So anyway,
Your husband was.
the thing pulls up, and when he dies in a fire that I didn't cause because I was out of town, then what?
I'm just saying that I appreciate journalism, and I want to set the record straight.
Okay, what journalist do you respect?
Oh, Lois.
Yes.
And I respect. Oh my God. What is her name?
So the car pulls up. She
Brooke
whips it
Shields
into the
played
driveway,
her in a movie.
and
Brenda Starr.
There is a sticker
Starr.
right above the handle.
Veronica
that's
Mars
like,
technically was
please,
a journalist
Alexis,
as well.
I'm sharing this harrowing experience.
You asked
we
me a
just
question.
went
I had to
through.
get them out, and then
Yeah,
that's it.
thank
My top
you.
3.
Did I ask you a question? Can we rewind the tapes? Anyway, there's a sticker right above the handle that says "Don't slam the door."
Oh.
And I was like, okay. But it's like, it's
You
an
don't like being
unassuming
told
car.
what to do.
It's an unassuming car, and I'm immediately hit with a red sticker that says "Don't do something." And I was like, I don't love the feeling of that but I get that people are dumb. I don't think that dumb people would read it.
Yeah.
Because they're dumb. But whatever. I get in the car. There are stickers everywhere.
Yeah.
There's like no food sticker, no cigarette sticker, no vape sticker.
Yeah.
Ma'am,
I'm on your side.
it's too many.
But can I tell you
Those
something?
are all unspoken rules.
Well, for people that like us that understand.
But dum-dums aren't going to follow the rules. The rules are there for people who are actually going to follow them.
But I tell you what, I think it's less about the sticker being there and more about when the person does the offending thing, all she has to do is say, it's right there.
The sticker.
The sticker is right there.
Well, no, she didn't talk. This is what she did.
That's why she didn't need to, because she had all the stickers. And I think the other thing that it means is instead of saying like, hey, don't be a jerk and slam the door, I think it's just a faster way of saying this door slams easily. So just be careful. Because you know what?
Don't defend her.
No. I'm on your side
Don't defend
always.
her. She drove us here. She made multiple mistakes.
No, she didn't.
Yes, she did.
Did she?
Yeah. Although one of her mistakes was a happy accident because we learned a new way to get here.
Yeah. No. I'm on your side always.
Yeah.
Look at me. I'm on your side. Helmstever.
Sometimes I listen to these back and I hear I am a Karen.
Out of all
yeah,
you're a Kyle.
Don't say it like that.
You're a Kyle.
I'm a Kyle.
No, you're not, because you don't make other people feel bad. You just talk about it like after the fact.
Yeah, I don't ever want them to find out. If any of you sends this episode to that Uber driver,
no.
with
She
the
was
signs,
lovely, and
she had so many signs.
But can you agree with this statement that
She
out of
smelled
all of
good.
the Uber drivers that we have shared, she was on the top half.
Oh, absolutely. She was a top. She was a verse top.
We've had
for sure.
You know, it's crazy. If you've never done drag,
I got a guy
and
fired
had to be in
for
Uber,
life, banned for life.
The one that
from Lyft or Uber.
the one that tried to run you over.
The one that wouldn't let me out of the car when he's making all of these under his breath statements about gay people being evil and drag.
Well, now he's probably head of transportation.
Well, he might be, but he doesn't work for Uber. Thank you, Uber. I think it was Lyft.
Oh my God.
It was really scary. I kept asking to get out of the car because I was like, oh my God, just let me out of the car. And he's just completely ignoring me and he's flooring it. And we're in a minivan, which honestly I was really excited about. I love a minivan Uber.
I love a minivan
because,
experience.
let's be honest, we're tall women. We're petite, but we're tall.
I'm not.
And well, we're exactly the same height.
I am
basically.
petite, but
she
I'm not
might
tall.
be even taller than me
I'm
with her hair and her feet.
What is Gaga? 5'3"?
How would I know that?
There's a whole documentary. I don't
About
do
her
docs.
height?
It's called 5'2" or something.
Well, you don't know it, so it didn't help you.
Yeah, I'm saving docs for marriage.
Anyway, I'm just saying, Uber drivers, don't sticker me to death. Instead, yell at me.
And I'm gonna say, just do whatever you want, as long as you don't talk at me too much.
Okay, you're right. I'm being too much like my. You know what it is? I think I can feel my father's life force fading, and so all of the Karen it's making its way over to me.
Yeah.
Because I have self-diagnosed as bipolar. I have not sought any treatment or help.
And self-diagnosed as Karen.
Exactly. So I am
By Karen.
perfectly. I'm going to be bi too. I do want to be bi one day. But I do feel like maybe this is a perfect opportunity for that evil to come in and take over.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is I'm going to get her fired.
Oh, no.
What?
No. You're chewing right into the microphone.
Oh, my bad. So, Alexis, I might have had a slightly uncomfortable ride because I was overwhelmed with stickers. That's called autism. But you also had a difficult issue with a seat, in fact.
Okay, so yesterday.
Your own sitting.
So I got a new desk chair for when I've been doing a lot of sewing lately. It's been very nice to just kind of zone out and sew, put on, my stories. I went back and visited the Sex and the City movies, and then that made me want to visit, and just like that. So I'm all caught up on that stuff. But I was doing my sewing and I was in my new chair, which I love because the wheels are fresh and they're rolling all around.
The wheels on the chair are fresh, they're fresh, fresh, they're fresh, fresh, they're fresh. The wheels on the bus, they're fresh, they're fresh. Put some lube on them.
And then I'm rolling around and I'm doing something, and I lean over front ways to pick something up. And the chair kind of, because the wheels are so fresh, they swooped out under me backwards, and I fell frontwards, and it did hurt.
That's funny.
Yeah, I'll tell you this.
You better tell me. Girl, don't you go back.
If there was cameras, I would have gone viral. I would have been on Ellen.
Ellen.
Yeah.
The Ellen DeGeneres show still comments on people's TikToks like she used to, of like, you're going places, kid. They still do that. Why? Do you think it's Ellen?
I don't know.
Anyway, I'm sorry that you fell, But I have to say, I have a lot of experience with that. Not personally, I've never fallen through anything. If anything, I can't stay on something because the wind keeps blowing me off, you know? My mom has fallen through many things. She has quite a derriere. Beautiful. A beautiful white woman, mom, derriere.
Well, she fell in love with your husband. Her husband
is wide. She also loves Curtis. So you were right. She fell in love with my husband too. Who doesn't? When you see those eyes,
is that
they're
funny?
Blue.
To love your husband,
like
but
a
to
Siberian
hate that you're
husky.
gay towards each other.
Well, she's jealous. Is I think what it comes down to.
Oh yeah. Because
Anyway,
she never got to fall in love with a single person
or be nice.
Yeah.
Like have the person she's dating be nice to her. She's never had that for sure.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm gonna be nice to her right now. She's a gorgeous butt. It's very wide. It's not very deep. It's very wide. It's flat and wide.
Deep and wide.
Flat
Deep
and wide. My mom's butt is flat and wide. Now mine is flat and skinny. Genealogist? Anyway, so one of my favorites was we were on vacation. Now, I don't mean to brag. And this is not me bragging. This is just me. I just want to be more transparent, trans rights with everyone. We used to go to Destin, Florida every year for vacation. I know. And I'm not bragging, okay? I know not everyone got to go to Destin, Florida. And when we had the money, Sandestin, Florida. Okay? We're talking Big Kahuna. We're talking Pelican Resort that got torn up by a hurricane.
Ron John Surf Shop.
Ron John, Harry Tees.
You know, that's my favorite.
Harry Tees
Cocoa
and Fud
Beach,
Puckers.
Florida, Ron John Surf Shop.
Sometimes don't you feel like I should be white trash? Like I should be down there right now. Don't self-reflection, not reflect onto me.
Yeah.
Okay, good. But one year we were in the Aegean, which I don't know if it's still there, but if it is, it's lovely. Or it was 30 years ago.
Is that a sea? What is that?
It's the Aegean resort.
Oh, okay.
It's built like a pier, and then they have the pyramids in Mexico and they're square, they're stairs. It's like that.
Oh, like the...
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we're at the Aegean. We're having fun. We're just eating pizza. We're watching a movie. Okay, because we didn't have the internet. Mom is sitting on a bench, not a bench. She brought in a bench from the outside. She just wanted to rest. She sat on a bar stool, but that's shaped like a chair. So it has like a back and everything. And she's on the bar stool eating on the counter and we're all talking. And I honestly don't remember what she said right before she fell. But it was something along the lines of, I don't trust these bar stools.
Oh, no.
And then right as she says it, she falls, like the seat just fell out from underneath her. And because the stool was shaped, those like old tall stools that have like the what is that, an L shape or like a... Yeah. So there was nothing underneath her. It was like the seat, and then there was not a bar or anything that could have broken her fall. She went straight to the ground. Now that's funny. That's funny.
Did you laugh?
Of course I did. And did she cry? I don't know. I was 12. That's none of my business.
No. Was she hurt?
No.
Oh.
Just her husband stopped loving her, but he did that years before. Anyway, but she's also fallen off. Oh, she broke 2 porch swings. One on my 14th birthday at my birthday party in front of all of my friends. No, of course I felt horrible. And then one was my Uncle Tommy's, but it was connected to a trailer. And I don't think that that's her fault because porch swings aren't meant to travel.
Yeah.
Anyway.
My mom never broke anything to my knowledge.
Yeah.
But she did pee her pants a lot. And...
Which is what you do too.
She did. I don't pee my pants nearly as much as you have.
What?
You've pooped your pants a lot.
What does that have to do with pee?
Well,
I said you pee your pants a lot, and then you said not as much as you have. You can't change what it is.
You're right.
You can't say if someone says,
"Hey, I don't like when you argue semantics," but you are right in this case.
I throw up. Is that the same?
You are right in this case. What I'm going to tell you is I'm going to tell you a small my mom story, which is my favorite story ever.
Okay, I'm in. IMHO the show watchers, you've heard this 10 times. You can roll the window down and talk to your stranger.
Do you know what I'm about to say?
Grave?
Okay, I won't tell.
No, there are people who haven't heard this story, I'm sure. Go ahead.
Okay, my mom was visiting her father's grave with her mom, my grando. and my dad. And my grando got down to do flowers or whatever, and then she couldn't get back up. And my dad, instead of just helping her up like a real person, he brought the car around and tried to like hook my grando's arm and tried to like use the car to help her up. My mom's laughing so hard she pissed on her own father's grave. And I think that is beautiful. And I think it's funny.
Wow, Alexis. Wow. That was incredible.
I can't believe
Every moment that started with me was my favorite. What about you?
I liked the one. My favorite is when we go pee.
I think my favorite thing.
No one's doing podcasting like us.
Well, or they're peeing their pants and they're continuing through.
In the pandemic, I used to drink wine, and then when I needed to pee, if I was on a Zoom thing, I would just pee in the wine glass.
Okay, the wine glass is crazy. However, it's not the craziest thing that you used to pee in.
I've never peed in anyone's pocket.
I've never peed in anyone's pocket. I've had my pocket peed upon. Okay.
That's the pee for today. Pocket peed upon.
Pocket peed upon. You get a double pee. Anyway, thank you everyone for watching the episode, enjoying the episode, enjoying yourselves.
Yeah.
We will be back to a normal schedule next week until we then go out of town. So listen, we're just making it work together.
I have to say, I love doing this podcast so much. And even though we're new, we're still finding our feet on this. I just love it. So
Me
thank you all for
too.
listening. And I hope that you like it, and I hope you keep listening.
We've been talking more recently, like how the past episodes have been going, like what we liked and what we didn't. And I think we both are leaning into maybe focusing a little more on comedians and comedy. I just want to talk to the funniest people I can.
There was a roundtable, a Hollywood or Variety or whatever roundtable with Julio Torres, and they were like, I just want to be funny, and I want to be around funny people, and I've taken on that mantra, and that's what I want to do with this podcast specifically. I just want to be funny, and I want to be around funny people.
Which is how we got to the end of this podcast. We are splitting up. She wants to be around someone funny, and when this camera's off, I'm mean.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for enjoying this podcast while you could.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Before we go, I just want everyone to know I literally stumbled across, I did not go searching for it. I stumbled across Hunter Biden's, a video of him getting jerked off by a woman with her feet. So anyway, have a good weekend. We love you, and we'll see you next week. Goodbye.
What? Hunter, bye. Biden.
It's huge, bitch. It's humongous.
Opinion. IMHO.